All right, so anytime your spouse deploys, you need to make sure that you have the supplies to send him a care package. And some care packages can just be fun stuff that you find, but you will need a necessities care package. I send one every single month. Usually if he would leave straight from here to a deployment and we knew he was deploying, I would send a care package that very first week with all of his essential toiletries, because he takes a set with him, but you don't know how long mail is gonna take. The first one sometimes is right there, goes on board, and you don't have a problem. But normal mail to a ship can take 4 to 6 weeks. And if it takes a long time, he won't have the necessities that he needs. So I have a bin that we started before he left on the boat. We just went to Sam's Club. We bought a bunch of supplies in bulk because it's easier to just buy it in bulk. He likes this deodorant, so we bought a 5-pack. That's about 5 months for him. We got pods for doing laundry because yes, your sailor has to do laundry on the ship while they're gone. Usually they can get their uniforms done, but they have to wash their underwear and their socks and their evening clothes or their sleeping clothes. Like, there's always something to wash. We got dryer sheets, all kinds of chapstick, sunblock, shaving cream, toothpaste. I don't see the razors. I wonder if he took all the refills with him. But we also have things like Tylenol, cold and flu. They will get sick. They need these sorts of things. Ibuprofen, Tylenol. These are sleeping pills, but they're just diphenhydramine, which is Benadryl. And then we also do things like emergency because they need extra vitamin C while they're gone. I mean, sure, it's 2020, but I don't know what all they get for food on that boat. And I don't need my husband coming home with scurvy. So, okay, that's a stretch, but you get the point. So I start something like this before he even leaves. So that way, once a month, I can go through and grab these things. If he asks for something specific in the next box, I can throw it in here and grab it. Or occasionally I will send him a second just fun box in the middle of the month of treats, snacks, whatever he might need. Y'all, Lysol spray and wipes, always a good idea. People are gross and they need to sanitize their areas. So always start with the necessities. If you can do it while your spouse is home, it's easier because then you can just grab in bulk the items that they already like. If they're not though, if you remember these things, or just ask them. My husband had an odd request for a box. He needs a headlamp that I will have to research and find, which is fine. I will do that. But just make sure that you have these things because you don't want him to have to buy this stuff on the ship. It's massively overpriced. They don't get their preferred flavors or scents or anything like that. So always search yourself a deployment box so that you at least have the essentials. Also, you're going to want to send them things like electrolytes to add to their drinks. You'll want to send them trail mix. I send protein bars and shakes. I actually send him Shakeology, because at least then I know he's getting extra vitamins that he probably isn't getting from the food that he's eating. But you just need to think of these things because they can't always go to the galley for food. They also, when they're not working, nothing is going on. There is the gym and that's it. Magazines, video games, that kind of stuff are things, video games they should already have. Please don't mail those. That feels like a terrible plan. But magazines and other reading articles you can send. Also, I don't have my envelopes right here, but I always hand write letters. And it could be any, like I do it like any Monday, any Tuesday, any Wednesday. And it kind of tells them our schedule for the day. so that he knows what's going on in our life. And it seems lame, but it's just nice because they're just in what we call Groundhog's Day. It's the same day over and over and over and over and over and over. And so to break that up, to be able to read what you're doing is fun for them. Also do a if you're sad, if you're miss me, if you're having a great day, and just write notes, write little letters, have your kids write things, make pictures, send tape. They can tape it up inside their rack. But don't send everything at once. Do not take this box and put it in a cardboard box and mail it, because they don't have enough room. I will get some pictures to share with you so you can see, but they have like a small locker, like stand-up locker, and then they have their bed is hard metal and it like pops up, and then they have compartments in there that they can put things, and that's it. So they can't take all of this and put it somewhere. So give them what they need for a month, and then make sure in every 4 weeks you send what they need. If you can send 2 of everything when they leave, if they have enough room for that, do that, and then start your packages. But just make sure that you keep them in the necessities and send something thoughtful with it. Make sure though, anything that you send is like, shelf stable. Again, it could take 4 to 6 weeks. So I don't even have a good example. We do sometimes send things that might be iffy and they just take that chance. But don't send things that are going to spoil in 4 to 6 weeks on their way over. That's just no fun for anybody. Also, if you have glass or breakables or liquids, make sure they're wrapped up. And if it's a liquid, I would, like in a package, I would put it in another bag and then try to protect your space in the box. I'll come back. I'll give you another video another time on how I actually pack my boxes. But just start thinking of the things that they would need day to day and get that ready for them, and then get ready to send it out, because if your spouse is on the same ship as mine, they just found out that they're not coming home, which means they don't get to pick up their next month's supplies. You need to send it, and you need to send it now, because then you have 4 to 6 weeks from there. So I hope that helps you. If you have any questions, please let me know. I don't pretend to know everything about being a military spouse, but these are the things that have helped get my husband through his deployments. And if you can just feel a little bit more successful, or you just showed your spouse or your husband a little bit extra love, it goes a long way while they're gone. And they're sad right now. So put something together for your spouse. If you know somebody that's on this ship, send them a thoughtful care package. Don't pack it full of all this stuff, but just send something nice and let them know that you're thinking about them, because it'll mean so much to them as they're heading straight into this deployment a little bit faster than they thought maybe they were. All right, I will talk to you again soon.